On est quel jour aujourd'hui? Hey, hon. Hey, Jacob. I thought it was on there. Because I was just setting up my poll. Hi, how are you? Wait, I'm going to get some lip balm. Because my lips looks dry, right? I look great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I look slightly messy. I'm great. I'm great. Highly favored. How is your YouTube channel going? How is your YouTube channel going though? It's been a while. I didn't see you. Where did you go? I guess you're streaming, right? That's why. Ooh, you see, you're getting there. Let's get it. You see, you're getting there. You're getting there. You're getting there. You're getting there. And what do you do on your streams? Okay. No problem. Keep pushing. Let's get it. Let's go, right? Be amazing, right? But that's good. That's good. I'm happy. I'm actually really happy. 5.5k views? Damn, okay. Okay, let's go. I don't post shorts anymore because, like, you know, I focus more on, like, the long form videos. Because the shorts are harder to, you know, gain out of it. If you don't get, like, a million or stuff, that's way harder. Because I used to work a lot on shorts. But, yo, it wasn't benefiting me enough. So I was like, Hi, the pro. How are you? How are you, the pro? How are you? Welcome in, El Condor. Hi, guys. Where are you guys watching me from? Drop your flags in the chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe the stream. On my shirt made me gain 28 subscribers. Ooh, so shorts are for you then. What do you talk about? Good. How are you? I'm great, thanks. You're from Canada? The pro? Oh, okay. No, you need to say Canada. I've got work tomorrow. Okay. Okay. That's good. You know, I'm here pushing. We're almost there for the monetization hours. We're almost there. Canada. I enjoy making edits and stuff. Then that's good. Edits about what? No, Canada. You need to say Canada. You saw how Jacob wrote it? You need to write it like that. Canada. The same way. So guys, how was your Friday? Today's Saturday. What are we doing? Today's Saturday. Let's go. I need some energy in the chat. I need some energy. Guys, I need some energy in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. I said hi, El Condor. How are you? You know? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Eid Mubarak, Dilra. Eid Mubarak to all the Muslims in the chat and from the For You page. Eid Mubarak. What did y'all do for Eid? Did you celebrate with family or something? Yeah, Canada. Yes. I went to Mexico, to a Mexican restaurant today, and I practiced my Spanish, and I was ordering in Spanish. So that's what you've been doing. Okay. I see. Hey, Mike Jones. How are you? For me it's like 1 a.m. So the morning? It's the morning, right? How was your day, Mikey? Mike Jones. Holiday? Happy day, chill. Okay. Happy day, chill to you. I'm great. I'm great. El Condor. The workers said that my Spanish was really good. Of course, you always got it right. Hi, Steffi. You're from Morocco? Morocco in the building. I like I like to the beach. Oh, you like to go to the beach? Okay. Hey, yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're from Turkey, right? Or is this Tunisia? This is Turkey, right? Not Tunisia. Tunisia or Turkey? It's 11 p.m. your time? Okay, so you're still like, you're like 2 hours behind. Okay. It's 5. They haven't good last time. I got to see you was this. I got to see you was this 17. Oh yeah, you got to see me on the 17. Yeah. Yeah, we had a long debate. A very long debate. You're going to bed? Okay, have a great night, Jacob. Take care. Hi, Roman. Roman, which flag is that? Guys, don't forget to tell me which flag are you watching me from. Drop your flags in the chat. How was your day? What did y'all do? I want to know everything about it. How much people are joining? Joining what? Joining what? Turkey? Okay. Because I guess it was Turkey because I was like, Tunisia doesn't look like that. I need a... Anyways. Whoa, your hair, honey. I melt right. Thank you, my lord. Thank you, the pro. From Somalia? Okay, nice to meet you from Somalia. Somalia in the building. Germany. Oh, nice to meet you, Orla from Germany. Germany in the building. Good night, Jacob. Good night, good night, good night. I'm joking. People are joining, so... Okay, how was your day? What did you do today, the pro? What did you got going today? What do I got up today? I'm still thinking about it because we had like so many interesting subjects yesterday. Um, at some point we're talking about like depression and all that. Hi, darkness. Hi, darkness. Armenia, Dutch as well, or Dutchland as well. So you're Armenia, huh? I didn't get it. Where are you at, cutie? I'm from Canada. Canada, guys. I'm from Canada. So, guys, what did you guys do today? Okay, the subject today, I'm going to think about it. I wanted to ask something, but I cannot put a finger in it. Do you guys have questions while waiting? I'm going to think about something. In some country, Germany called Almania. Oh, hey Kevin. Kevin, how are you? Kevin, how are you? I had some subjects. Um, I was trying to think. I had something going on. I don't know why. I just can't put a finger on it. Okay. Well, 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 well. You're going the pro. Okay. See you. So, are you going to talk or what? Do you guys have to be disrespectful like that? Do you guys know what I'm doing or not? Turn off. Okay. Why can men not accept a woman cheating on them? That is the question. But I have other questions because yesterday we were talking about something. I'm going to go and get the second phone and check it out for us to continue that debate because it was very interesting. Hi, Auntie Z. Auntie Z, how are you? The answer I would give to that question wasn't there. Which one would you give? Which one would you give? Because I'm like really like trying to put things together because we had a subject going yesterday. I don't know why I'm like just I feel like I'm just forgetting, like I spaced out about it. So yeah. Because I remember yesterday we were talking about something. No, this one was like last time. Because I'm trying to figure out. We had like this good ass debate. Yeah, we talked about religion. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in the religion? Is it normal for a man? Okay. Yeah, I now remember. I don't know. I don't know why, like, I feel like I just, you know, is it normal for a man? Okay. I got my question back, so I'm going to ask it right after that. In the breach of trust, could trust someone who broke it before? Cheaters ain't worth a second chance. But my point of the question, you know, is like, for example, there's this say that men always say, oh, when a man cheats is normal and it's not about love. But when women cheat, it's about love and it's not the same thing, you know. It's more deeper and all that. So most men say that a woman cheating and a man cheating is not the same thing. For a man, it's okay for him to cheat. Like, anyways, he doesn't really love the person. And then for women, it's like, no, you know. Hey, Antesi, how have you been? Where have you been? It's been a long, 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 long time. What do you mean, like, I look like your homegirl? Who is it? Who is she? Okay. No, because I see this group of men encouraging themselves. Like, a man should cheat. It's in man's nature and all that. You know, so... I saw people voting is not the same thing as men. Why? Why is not the same thing as men? Okay, I had my questions back. You getting paid on YouTube? Not me. What is the connection? Hi, DMP. Raise your arms. What do you want to see on there? Did you let something there, Role? Get over someone? Prayer. Prayer works for breakups. And focusing on your goals. As a man, you need to go to the gym, fix yourself some goals, plans, and all that, and start working on it. I'm doing great. How about you? Those are women that have low self-esteem, and also, when a society normalize something, we're like kind of sheeps. When one sheep jumps in a hole, the others follow. So you just need one sheep to jump in the hole for the others to follow. Society normalized cheating, so obviously they're going to think it's normal, so they're going to be aroused and attracted by it. But there's also a part of life where women like adrenaline and that bad guy, tough guys type of stuff. But when they get to the mature age, then they stop being attracted to that. So yeah. So if you're a man cheating on you, what are you going to do? I'm leaving my man. He's out. He's out the door. Woman is the glass and man the finger sample. Huh? Lama, the two worst places to look for people, the bar and the gym. No, I didn't tell him to go and look for somebody. I told him to go and work out on himself. So like he should start exercising, working out releases stress, like sports releases stress and anxiety and lower the depression, lowest depression rate. Hey, Senpai, nice to meet you from Cameroon. Cameroon in the building. MPZ, why did you retract it? Two places full of people with low self-esteem. What do you mean by that, Mike? You mean working out is because you have low self-esteem? But it's good for your health. So somebody who is going through depression, what would you suggest? But for people, they feel comfortable to go to the gym. For example, I do sports out of the gym. I don't like the gym because of the smells and the closed area and all that. If I had a private gym, I would do it in my private gym, but I don't like public gyms. And also, I don't like the smell of the inside of a gym at some point. I like to smell like the air, the trees, and all that. I like that type of air. That's why I do my exercises outside. But most of people do the gym inside. So why would I refuse that? So yeah. Oh, thank you, Alexi. Alexi, thank you. Okay. Da, da, da. Yeah, but that it depends to people. It depends about the people, and it depends of where they live. Because like when you live close to the to when you live like in the when you live in big cities, right? You live in big cities where you do not have the option to run wherever you feel like running, like outside, right? The gym is like the best solution. No sense, but feels good after. Wait, the question asking is the same. Why women getting nails on nails, lashes on lashes, brows cut off, paint, paint some in. No, makes no sense, but feels good after. But if she's dumb and you can talk to her about nothing, doesn't matter the size or her beauty. But this takes time and take a look in your heart. Wait a minute. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Beauty can go away, but should heart never change? Yeah, I'm trying to understand. What do you mean by that word, Lord? I'm trying to get it. No, it's not. It's not normally traditional, but for us here, it's normal. Something is only beautiful because beauty fades. I'm not getting it. What? Hey Dan, Patrick, how are you? Yeah, I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say because, like, I'm not sure to get what you're trying to tell me as message. Like, I'm not understanding you clearly. I'm highly favored and blessed. Hi, Bestax. How are you? How was your day? But yeah, I can't wait for you to develop. I'm listening, Warlord. So don't feel sad. Don't feel a type of way. Just tell me. Hi, Asim. How are you, guys? I love seeing you guys coming back. I love to see you guys coming back. Hi, Stephanie. Guys, try to answer the poll. Is it normal for men to stay at home and women to work? Mm-mm. I asked your opinion first. So, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. How was your day at Sims? Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. I see. I see. You're right about that. That is true. But like I feel that your name is John or Luke. Which one is it, Stephanie? My day was amazing. How about you? Hey, Shadows. Shadows said no. Why, Shadows? But we have a society where everybody is insecure nowadays. So, me, I like putting lashes on because I want to. And it helps me to look less tired. I am tired, but it helps me look less tired. And I love it. I find it beautiful on me. I don't do it to be appealing for men or whatsoever. That's my personal thing. I love that. I love doing my eyebrows here and there. I love doing my hair however I want to. I love doing my edges and all that. But I don't put makeup on because I don't like it. Alaska in the building. Guys, where are you guys watching me from? Drop your flags and say, hey, I'm new here if you're new in the chat. The problem mostly today is that women know that they are special because they create the vibe at home. You mean doesn't know that they're special or think that they're special? The woman should stay at home and only work if she wants to, but shouldn't have to work. Why though? Do you think most women like they aspire staying home? Because there are women that naturally they like to stay at home, but there are others that prefer to go to work. Why do you feel like attacked personally, Mike Jones? Why do you feel attacked personally? I talk in general. I didn't call your name out. If I was talking about you, I would call your name out. Exactly. But this is a more common thing. For example, where I live at, it's a very common thing to see a lot of men stay at home and women going to work. That is true. Home should be harmony, peace, place of yeah, place of peace. Yeah. Hi, Kwan. Yeah, I didn't work out. It's been a long time. I'm waiting for the summer to come in. My flag not on here, but will. Huh? Didn't get it, Mike. And do you think that men know their role too? Because it's good to point the finger in one direction, but before pointing to that direction, make sure that the destination or that the part is it's on check. You pointing a finger, are you sure that you're doing what you have to do as a man? Because it's really rare to find a man knowing how he should act as a man, how he should behave with a woman, what he should provide and make for women and all that. It's very hard. You're not joking, Shadows. That's what you really mean. I know it. I know that's what you really mean. I know. The only reason you would put fake hair and lashes on is to appeal to someone else. You don't do it when you're at home alone, do you? I do it when I'm at home alone because I like that. I'm at home and I dress well because I want to dress. I buy myself stuff because I want to. If I had to look in a way that men would be attracted to me because I wanted to appeal to men, I would put like lower dresses for y'all to see my breasts out because I know that that's what attract men in my stream. And I would be putting a lot of makeup because I see that a lot of men love women with makeup. I would do everything that man wants. I would take more weight on and like look very all that, and I would be showing my body all the time and sexualizing myself because I know that's what is appealing for men. But I don't care about that. I care about what I want. When I look at my face, I like my lashes on my face. I like my brows. I like my hair. I love braiding my hair. Yeah. I like taking care of myself. I just get too busy sometimes that I neglect a little bit myself, but I love taking care of myself. And some men wants to be women. So something was Warlord, please don't make me laugh. But it sounds like you were attacked by my phrase, so you were like, lol, talk for yourself. When you say lol, talk for yourself, that means like, you know, that's in the way that I was like, hello, I wasn't talking personally about you, I was just talking in general. But it's good when you're self confident, but it's not the reality of most men. Most men want to hide behind the fact that no, I have this, I have that, but there are a lot that are insecure. You just need to pin the, you just need to like, you know, get on that point that he's insecure on, and he's just going to start whiting out and crashing out. There are a lot of men that were acting like very confident and all that, but you just need to say that one thing and then, yeah. As long as the men and women agree on how they want to live, it's okay. That is facts. That's what we forget. Build a foundation with your partner, and whatever will happen after would be better and great, right? Less problems, less this, less that. Warlord has a lot to say. He has a lot to say. That's the way modern world is now. She wants to be the breadwinner. Yo, I'm so not an extreme feminist. Extreme feminists, I give them hands, cause like, bro, acting like a man, that's not fun. I don't know. That's a man thing. I love being in my feminine era. I love being a woman. A little princess. I love that. Women should care children's in the home. Men must work and look after his wife and children's unless otherwise his disability. Okay. Okay. A man's role is to make sure his wife and children are taken care of. If no partner or child, then that responsibility moves to everyone around you. That is something that most men today don't know. Because most men today, when they're single, they do lustful things. They don't care about people. That's the thing. Hi, Pops, how are you? You're attractive enough without putting a low cut dress. No need to sexualize yourself for anyone. Exactly, Mike. So I'm not doing all that to attract men. I'm doing this because God gave me a beautiful face, and I cannot hide my face from people. I won't veil myself because people feel, a certain type of way. He gave me lips, he gave me eyes, eyebrows, nose that make me look appealing, right? But I cannot do without it. But I love taking care of myself. I love having my hair done. I love having my lashes done. So yeah. Thank you, best tags. Thank you. I'm not doing that. It's just that NTZ was trying to call me out on me doing my hair and lashes, and I do not see no problem. And the problem with that is that there's a lot of men out here that will complain about this, and the women that they're going to be lusting about is the women that looks like what they said they hate. And I have a lot of married women that tells me that the women they look like, their men cheat on them with the women their men criticize. For example, there's a lot of women that told me, oh, my man is always saying, oh, this girl looks nasty, this girl looks like this girl is not a good model. And she's going to make sure she looks like how her man wants her to look. But when she started looking how her man wants her to look, he started cheating on her with the girl that he was complaining about. The girl that looks lustful, the girl that have 10 tons of makeup, the girl that dresses widely and all that. And those are the type of women that men are marrying this day. They have a lot of money and all that. The richest men, they marry those type of women. And the one that looks good, saying they can spend 8 years, 10 years, they never get wed with that woman. So whose fault is it? Thank you, Mohammed, for the compliments. Thank you. You have a lot to say. I see that. Thank you, our Lord. Hi, Patrick. Real women won when she knows how to make him hunt. Real women when she knows how to make him hunt. What do you mean by that? Hello, Jan. How are you? Better to have some love you for your mind and looks exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm looking for, right? First double tap the way she deserved this. Oh, thank you. Hi, Aaron. We just subbed. Thank you, Hard Lucky Way, for subbing. Nice to meet you. Welcome in the chat. Where are you guys watching me from, guys? Another fun fact: some men are already ready to take women who is working in McDonald's, but other ways, a woman would never take a man who works in McDonald's. Because it's like in a nature way, it's not correct, you know. It's not a thing. Ha ha ha. All the craziness is why I stay alone. Yo. Hi, Anderson. But like it doesn't like women can not take men that works on McDonald's. Why? Because I always say this thing and this is reality. Men create their value, women grow and were born with value, right? And with time is the factor that plays on them, right? You know, when women gets older and older, it's harder for them to find a man that they really want and they actually love. With time, men can find the perfect woman. With time, they can always find the perfect woman. Even at the age of 40, 45, 50, they can still get married. 55, they're the one to marry. Women are the one that who accepts. But imagine accepting when it's too late. Like, you cannot come back anymore. You said it right. Nowadays, yeah, women chase money nowadays, and men chase looks. And it's sad, but it's true. But before, society wasn't based on that. Now it's because of social media. It puts more light on people that looks good. Like, if you want to check out the number of women that have beautiful faces, there's a lot. Sorry guys, my light went off. I need to charge it. Yeah, if you want to check like how many women are very beautiful just on the internet, y'all men can scroll on like, a women for you page. There are a lot of beautiful women. Okay, when you start sleeping with all of them, at the end of the day, are you fulfilled? Are you satisfied? No. Of course I remember you, Larry. Thank you, Anderson. Okay, so what did you say? From Sundrop Hills, sister? Okay. Nice to meet you from Sundrop Hills. That is in the US, right? Hard luck. We used to have women like you, but in the last 15 to 20 years, 80% of our ladies have become very masculine, and 1%, you're 1/100. That is very pleasing. That is very, very pleasing. Like I had that masculine side of me growing up because I love the mindset of men and all that. Because I wasn't really buying the feminine, younger mindset. I don't know if I make sense. And then growing up, that helped me build my mind to be as much as feminine, as much as understanding. So I have an easy time to get along with men than getting along with women because I'm not going with what they want, so I tend to be hated by them. They tend to think that I'm a pick me. Yeah, that's how they call women that get along with men. But the thing about me is that I will not stand for a woman who is wrong, and I will not accept a man that is wrong either. I stand with justice, you know. What is correct, honey? We float into expanding emptiness. The university on a rock we call on a universe in the universe on a rock we call earth. Me, that's correct. Me, I believe in God, so I do not see the world like that. Although that may be true, that only gets them in the door. After time, it becomes toxic. Exactly. That is super toxic. For example, me, I know that humans are looking for a purpose, but you cannot find your purpose when you do not know why you're here and who created you and where are you going after this. Okay, Justice, you said something. I'm coming to you. Do you remember me, Sylvie? Um, Justice? Justice? I don't really. Who are you again, Justice? Yo, I'm trolling. Yeah, I do remember you. Hey, John. A lot of those women with beautiful faces have filters and makeup. Unfortunately, women don't realize how beautiful they are without all of it. That is true. And that is sad. But you cannot really judge what people like, what people want. You know, being looked at natural form. Like, the problem with women is that women are looking for husbands, right? And men are looking for wives. But what do you think that a woman who is looking for a husband she's going to do? She's going to try to please her future husband. So if her future husband tells him that I want you to look like this, she's going to do everything to look like that. She's going to do all in her power to look like that, to be sure that she gets chosen. But unfortunately, they never get chosen. To find purpose, you need much time to go into yourself, meditate, and so on. Most of people never done this and will never. I think meditation is dangerous without knowing who created you. 10 options a day override loving and being with one person, especially if we have their own if they have their own money. 10 options a day. What do you mean by that? That is true. But with your phrase before, what do you mean by that? You can't have a healthy relationship unless you have learned how to be happy alone first. That is a thing too. Because most don't know why they get into a relationship. Most of relationships are based on lust. And I'm sorry to say, as a woman that claims independence, right? My point about being independent in a way is that it doesn't make sense for a man to go and get money and the wife to only stay at home, because that creates monotony. Like it creates, like, a routine, and the routine with time gets boring. There should be a purpose in the relationship. Getting married because, oh, your man has this, you guys have to have common goals. You should go and get money, right? You should get something. Yeah, helping at home and raising the kids. At the end of the day, you're going to raise the kids, but then your relationship, how is it about your relationship? How do you guys keep building? Because the problem with most couple is that what divides the couple is having kids. Because they do not know how to keep living together. It becomes a chore. It becomes like a work. But normally, you can see that a lot of families are not happy. They just bear each other. And they hide behind their kids for every issues they have. And you see the same process over and over again. And that's why we have also broken relationships. Hi, Stan. Yeah, but I wouldn't meditate if I don't know who is my creator. I look for a partner, not a wife, in traditional sense. All this done together. My ex-wife had issues with me being a good parent, lol. Why? And that is a problem too. That is a problem because at some point, no more communication, no more connection, and all that. Because there's now human beings that are taking place, that are growing. Yeah, hormones, stress, reality, lose of control. And why she would shout at kids is because you guys were getting disconnected. You guys were getting disconnected because I don't know why. It feels like a chore at some point. If y'all do not have goals set together, it feels like a chore. And it gets irritating, gets frustrating. what I learned till today, you never get a guarantee for anything. Expect birth and death that is guaranteed. Me, I expect afterlife with Jesus. So that is what I learned. I'm from Canada, Caesar. I would talk to the kids. She would, yeah, I already read that. Well, if I come across a woman and she likes me, she's going to have to ask me out because I don't ask or pursue anymore. So she's going to be the one kneeling down and proposing to you, Justice. Yo, I see you doing that so badly. Yo, guys, where are you guys watching from? Welcome in the chat. Where are you guys watching from? I see a lot of y'all lurking. Come on, guys. Where are you guys watching from? Don't forget to subscribe and share the live out. And if you're new in the chat, say, hey, I'm new here. Where are you guys watching from, guys? We just had different ways of parenting. That's the thing. The connection was broken. And the connection break at some point, but you didn't notice. Because being a mom is not for every woman. Being a dad is not for every man. You know, there are many dads that don't know their kids. Do you know that, Mike? There are a lot of dads that don't know their kids, that are not close with their kids. They represent authority, fairness, bullying, you know, terrorized by the dads, but they do not know their dad. And that is very sad. And the image and the portrait that they have of their dad is somebody always frustrated, mean, or, you know, in a certain type of way. No connection. And the mom crazy, screaming and all that. Imagine that. I know I'm oldest, and I have only been talking for the last year. She is now 19. I didn't get it. I know I'm oldest. I didn't get your phrase, sorry. Darn right. She'll have to do the proposing. Yo, sometimes I can't take you seriously. You're so funny. But I feel like you're kind of serious. I agree with you. If I make 70K a year and you make 90K a year, we have 160K. Whatever in this days, if you make 90K, a piece and shit. So I lose on home. I lose on love, home, family, and potential wife. Aww. That is really sad. It's sad, but it's true. But I have a question. is this disturbing me like this? Okay, almost there. Guys, give me a second, I'm almost there. When I'm not talking, I'm writing down questions, so yeah. Hi Zaire, be blessed. How are you? How was your day? After they become parent and feel and going apart. I remember okay, wait a minute. Whoa, I missed so many comments. Sorry guys. I have a 19 years old in America. We have only been talking for the last years. Why? Why Jones? What happened? I remember when it was like 10 years, they only go out, learn, watch other, they right way before anything. But today's youth Netflix in jail and don't know each other, get married after they become parents and feel incorporated. That is true. No, I'm single, professionally single, emotionally single, mentally single, physically single, everythingly single, but spiritually taken by Jesus Christ. Huh? That is insane. Hi, Stripe, Joraja. How are you? Can I ask you some questions, Jones? If it's not personal. Guys, what time do men start? At what age men start saving? Be honest. 15 to 20 years old and y'all are going through a lot in a relationship, that's not possible. Guys, be honest. Be truthful, be honest. Because I do a lot of counseling and I know at what age my customers, most of them start saving. Most of my customers start saving from 35 years old. Most of them, even 30 years old, they're still struggling. 32, 33 and up, that's when they start saving. Which upbringings, for example? And most parents don't teach their kids how to save. Most parents don't teach it to their kids. They teach them how to go to school, become a worker, and then, yeah. Yeah, the perfect and idealistic age should be 15. The perfect age is 15 to 20, but the actual age in reality is that they start saving at the age of 25, not 25, 35. Do you already have your savings up, Zaire? Hey Salgin, how are you? Long time no see. Been a long time. From 15 to 20, they think with the smaller head. When they find out it can do more than... Oh my god, that is so true. Oh Lord. We save for what we want, but most wasn't shown for the future. Exactly, that's what I say. So, are you guys understanding now the fact that women will preferably want to date older men and will always tend to use younger men? Now, do you guys understand women on that point? Because we need to talk about some truth. Sorry, guys. Thank you, AK Stone. How are you? Can we be honest about that truth? That is one of the reasons why women are always going to be 10. I know, but like, look, if you meet a man, right? You're a young woman, right? You're planning on getting wed and all that, and you preserve yourself, right? You preserve yourself and you take care of how you know how to cook and clean and all that, take care of a man and all that household and stuff like that. And then you need to have a man in your life, right? When you approach that 20 to 25 years old, and you already have something to start with, and you know that if a kid comes out of that relationship, you guys are good for at least one kid, and from the time you get another one, you guys are going to be okay because you guys are going to keep pushing and working on it. There are more chances that it doesn't go astray, right? At the end of the day, we always know that in life everything can change from one side to the other. The men can lose everything tomorrow, right? Even then. But the reality is what? Because I'm talking to you guys about what my grandparents told me about what their great grandparents told them. That before, when a man, like when a young man would pursue, like the daughters of, what would pursue, when you are going to be pursuing, most men back in the days would save at a young age. So by then, they already had a house. They already had a house. They already had something to stand on. So when they start pursuing that girl, that young girl they're looking for, they have it to start something. Now the family would help out with like the extras. Mostly when kids come into play, the first and second kids are helped, right? They will help them out for the first and second kids, but they already know. No, I understand, but I'm telling you the truth. The truth is that if you start saving from the age of 15 years old, because at the age of 15 years old, as a man and a woman, I'm not talking just about men, but the pressure goes on men because the men are providers, right? That's what we should be realistic about. But imagine you being a man, you're saved from the age of 15 to 25. 25, that's when you start flirting around and all that with the girls. Or let's say from the age of 15 to 20, you still have something going on. And your girl too, she starts saving from the age of 15 to 20. You guys can combine and start working on your futures together. But if everybody thinks just about lust, well, y'all are broke and women are going to be called gold diggers, because when they realize that actually they need money to survive and kids are expensive and they need somebody that is able to kind of provide and protect, and they need to lower the sense of stress to be able to go through with her pregnancies and all that, and all they're going to tend to look for the men that are more capable financially. Because back in the days, young couples were a thing. But today, it's a dream. Good morning, Rudy, from the Netherlands. How are you? God and love is the way. God is love, so He is the way. God is love. If you want to know how to love somebody, you need to know God. If you want to know how to take care of somebody, you need to know God. Which music? Everything you need is in God. Somebody that doesn't know God, they cannot know how to love. That's why I always ask people, do you have a personal relationship with God? Because me, for a man who tells me that he loves me, I'm going to look how he treats God. If he treats God like his everything, that man is going to love you down. But if he treats God like, yeah, he won't love you more. He's going to need you, but he's not going to love you. Not this manipulation stage. What do you mean? Real music? You're confusing sin. You're confusing sin and connection with the Creator. God never said that we're going to be perfect. It's not because you love God that you're perfect. It's not because you're a servant of God that you're perfect. Because there's something more spiritual to that. Your flesh contains the sin. No. If you think you're a human, you're going to act like a human, so you're going to keep messing up. It's like people, everybody steals. There's a lot of people that steal, but imagine everybody that stole everywhere. It would be a mess, right? But at the end of the day, the good people are like, okay, I know I'm not perfect. I already stole once in my life, but I will try to be a better person. Hi, Hardies. How are you? How are you, Hardies? A non believer tends to be more disrespectful towards God unless the non believer respects the nature. Because the law and the God of the non believer is nature. So the more you treat well the nature, the more you respect and love God for a non believer. And a believer knows that he's not perfect. In his everyday battle is to fight against it. But the thing with the believer is what? The more you're a believer, the more you're attacked by the evil side. The evil side that now you found the truth, right? So his purpose is to make everything worse for you. Because he wants to make you understand that, hey, because you chose the right side, I'm going to tarnish your life. I'm going to make you pay every second of your breath. So he's going to tempt you, put you through tribulations and all that. But the thing with a believer is that when you hold on to God on his times and his terms, you're going to succeed. And I think is what? Some things he's going to let you fall into it because you have lessons to learn. He always have a lesson for you to learn. That is why you fall into sin. Because, for example, a baby. For a baby to know that something is dangerous, they need to be in that situation. For example, if a baby fall on the floor, you know, they're going to, by the falling on the floor, they're going to develop, first of all, reflex, and they're going to be hurt. So now they know what is the feeling of pain. they're going to cry. So they're going to be a little bit more aware while growing up that falling hurts. So I should be careful. And that's how a baby keeps learning with time. Oh, I shouldn't say bad words. I shouldn't scream at mama. I shouldn't talk down on papa. I shouldn't. That is how the baby is learning. Till the baby have the 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 perfect behavior, right? But it's not all the kids that have the perfect behavior. You always have those kids that become delinquents and all that, and it takes them years for them to understand that what they did is bad and all that, but they just decided to do bad things because it's not that they don't understand, they chose to do bad because they don't care about life anymore, they have no more hope. But what happens? The most honest kids, they're the ones that, oh, my dad taught me this, my dad taught me that, I shouldn't do this. At the end of the day, the choice comes back to the kids. But remember, those kids were babies that didn't know what they were doing in this world, where they were going with their life, and they didn't understand what is happening. But they're just growing up and starting to understand things. But then they get to be mature enough to do decisions. And that is how it gets in the spiritual realm. You're a baby first, and you get to a point in your life where you need to take a decision. Are you going to keep following God? Or you're going to do whatever you want? But when you do whatever you want, you need to pay the consequences. That is the thing with God. You find that it's crap because you do not like to hear the truth. It's fine. You don't have to listen to me. Someone asked me once, I can't really remember, but I tried to recollect it. It was like when someone knocks on your door and you do not know this person, would you let him in? Would you let someone, in? This was the sense to prayer and talk with him. This was the sense to praying and talking with him. What is your point, word lord? Oh, hold hands. Okay. I once got in trouble for stealing a donut when I was young. Exactly. Everybody gets in trouble. Hi, David Brandy. How are you? Guys, welcome in the chat. Don't forget to say hi. Hi, Zakari. I'm in the 20s, like, your hair volume is hella volume today, huh? Yeah, I didn't put too much water on it, so it's more fluffy. So we're having a baby. You're funny. Zakari, did you start saving yet or not yet? You need to start saving, sir. Hi, Rillian. It's like diamond. We are creating a high pressure. Hope you're getting the meaning by it. Can I do all this through him who gives me strength? I can do all this through him who gives me strength. Amen to that. Hi, Daniel Godwin. How are you? You're so sweethearties. It was the donut that got away. What do you mean the donut got away? What happened? The donut fell? So you stole it for it to fall. Hello, Daniel Godwin. How are you? How have you been, Zachary? How was your day? Like when you don't pray, you don't talk to him. When it's time, when you get at his door, he may not let you in. I know. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Mm-hmm. I don't know who called it baby food, but that is important for me. I don't have times to eat apples, and also apples are very expensive, so this is more practical. And I eat it faster. I got caught, so I didn't get. Aww. So that was a useless word. I don't know why we're always used like examples. They as the I don't know. We always get used as an example. You see, everybody stealing, it's always fine. But when you start doing the stealing, then hello. So that's why there's a lot of bad things that I would want to do, but I know that I would always be used like an example. So I'm like, I don't want to be used as an example. I'm good. A lot of women have not been shown how to be wives or mothers. That's why you're 100. You had a grandparents, a mom and dad, so you come with morals and respect, integrity. And to be honest with you, I never had parents. I had to learn by my own. And I could have turned really bad with the past that I had. But I would really love my grandparents. So when we would go and visit them, I would always listen and learn. And I was a person that would learn from the older people. And also, something you need to know about me is that God was my everything in everything. Everything I did, everything I went through, God was my everything. You know, He was there for me. He was like my ride or die and everything. He's the one who taught me everything I know today. He's the one who helped me choose and make the good decisions. And I am grateful to God. I feel that according to Him, I have a good heart. That's why He was very generous and very merciful. I'm highly favored and blessed. Hi, heart is. I know you're joking. I know, don't worry. I don't take it personal. I like this, so yeah. Because I have friends that had parents. They had moms and dads, but you know, the society that we're in doesn't let you raise your kids anymore. Kids have authority on parents nowadays. Uh, doesn't You don't get to raise your kids anymore, and even the morals of the parents are biased anymore, and the society is already biased. I was heartbroken because I have like at least 10 women, 10 women, great women, good personality, perfect wives, but the men, they wanted the perfect wives, but they cheated on her. They never wed her. They wasted their time. And now that they're too old, it's harder for them to get wed. They were perfect. Cooking, cleaning, this, that, that. They get wed to other women that they knew for barely a year, for barely 6 months. But they were dating those of my friends for 8 years, 9 years. That is insane and a big waste of time. But what do you want? We can talk about how those women die. Can you imagine that man, young boys? You're going to say it's boys and I know, and we're going to judge the girls. Can you imagine that young boys, they don't date you if you're still a virgin when you're young? They don't date you if you're still a virgin. Underage people are already having sex, and the male, like they're the one that are telling them, oh, if you want to, like, you're seen as a popular girl when you're dating this hot guy. And the hot guy, what is his morals? What is his principle? So you're going to tell me no, it's the parents. It's the parents that have to educate the daughter. What about the boy? What are the parents doing for the boy? Which morals are they giving him? To have sex at a young age with young girls? Yeah, what are the morals that the parents are giving to them? And he's the badass, the bad boy. Teachers should be inspire kids to anything, in anything. You're going hard is at what age a woman should start saving money? The same age. The woman should start saving by the age of 15 too. Mm, even younger. Women should start saving by even a younger age. Because babysitting, you can start to be a babysitter by the age of 12 years old. So a woman should start saving by the age of 12 years old. Since she starts babysitting young. Since boys find that babysitting is a girl thing job, they get to make money before. Mm-mm-mm. Why is your heart shattered? What happened? Who shattered your heart? Because I think there's a lack of education on the men's side too. We can always, you know how it's easy for men to put pressure on women, but they do not care about men. I see, for example, in Africa, I hated it so much to be a woman when I used to be in Africa. That made me a tomboy. I hated it so badly. I hated being a woman in Africa because the education was so shitty. The male have that shitty mindset. They have that shitty education. Like it's disgusting to me. How can a woman, how can a young girl be always in the kitchen and the young boy sitting in front of TV with the dad watching soccer and all that? What is the young girl going to learn of that? That men can do whatever they want, women are slaves. No, it's a women thing. Da, 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 da. Oh, according to customs, no, a man shouldn't. Yeah, what is he learning while he's watching that soccer? What is he learning? What is he getting out of it? Because I look also at the boys' education. That is why men are shitty. Hey, learn more. I don't view a girl cool by dating cool guys, but by honest cleaning, cooking. Men don't view a girl by dating cool guys, but honestly by cleaning, cooking. Okay, so what are you trying to say, Solgan? Yeah, but the thing is, like, y'all raise maids, and the rebel that doesn't want to be maids, those are the ones that sexually arouse y'all and make y'all cheat, and y'all are more outside and in the relationship. Y'all depend on that woman to take care of your work, and you guys shut her up with the money you make, like an excuse, like, oh, I'm the one bringing money and I'm paying the bills. And her, brainless as she is, she doesn't get a job, she doesn't work for herself, she's not earning her own respect, because love is about respect, not about who makes more money than who. How can I get contact with? It's so relaxing to hear and talk with you. even with my English barrier to say. Yeah, I don't give my contact like that because like I know how I am. I don't want you to look at me as a bad person. I'm very active on social media because it's a full-time thing and I need to show up and make it true. But on private, like I barely answer my messages. But I'm going to create a Discord where from time to times we can talk and all that. Because I don't want to give it to you and never answer you, and then you're going to think that I'm ignoring you, that I have time, that this, that. It's not easy. Your ex, she broke up with you? Why? Why did she break up with you, Hardys? Guys, I'm going off. I'm going off, then I'll come back again. I'm just going to take a little break, guys. Oh, I'm glad to hear God voice and have faith within to talk with him early in life. It shows on your side. Oh, good job, sweetie. Thank you so much, Best Talk. Thank you. Why did she kick you? You too. Have a great rest. What do you mean, oh my god? I'm coming back. I'm coming back in 20 minutes. I'm just going to take a 20-minute break just to rest up a little bit. You know what, there's light in my face. And also like I get a little bit tired, right? So I like to refresh my stream. I'm coming back, word lord. I'm coming back. It's Saturday. Are you going to work? Hello, Lex. Hi, Simone. How are you? How are y'all doing? I'm coming back. Yeah, I need 20 minutes rest and I'm coming back, guys. Damn. Okay, Mr. Spa Program. No problem. I'm coming back in like 20 minutes. So see you. Word Lord, come back in 20 minutes and we're going to talk about it. Hi, FBA. I'm sorry I'm going off. I'm going off for like 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'm going back later, guys.